through the process from beginning to end. The first thing you want to do is set yourself up for success with all of your tools ready to go. And that means having your Canva template that you're using for whatever content you're creating ready and up. And make sure you check how many text boxes you need. So in this case, I have a monthly tab that will change from between monthly and weekly. And then I have a reminder that's going to go right here. So I'm going to go into ChatGPT and I'm going to ask it, I don't need to say ask, can you give me, let's say, want to do one a month, 12 weekly and 12 monthly tasks, that a social media coach would remind her students to do. And let's see what it comes up with. Okay, these are good. So I'm going to let this finish. So now I could copy and paste this one piece of content at a time into a spreadsheet. And ChatGPT has been a little bit difficult lately trying to get these spreadsheets in, but I'm going to attempt to show you how I would put this into a spreadsheet in ChatGPT so that we can easily bring it over into our spreadsheet while it's doing that right here. So the idea is we bring it into the spreadsheet so we can save it for later use. You can technically take it from here right into Canva, but then if you want to change your graphics or whatever, you have to start kind of from scratch, and I don't like starting from scratch. So I want to bring it over there. I'm going to tell it that it did a good job and ask for these to be organized in a spreadsheet style format. Except for I shouldn't have typed it that way, so I'm going to put, can you please? That's what happens when you type and you're talking at the same time. See if it can do that. So it keeps doing this, and I cannot get it to copy and paste from this very well. I'm going to ask it one more time to try and put it in the grid chart format that I want. But if it doesn't, then we will copy and paste it over and move on so that as to not waste your time. See if it understands this. There we go. Okay, so now it's going to organize this for me in a way that is easy for me to copy and paste over into the spreadsheet. Although it's giving me a slightly weird, like I don't know what the week 2, week 3 is, but that's okay. I'll delete it. So that's good. I'll show you how that works. So, this is great, but can you put the details you originally shared back into? There we go. Okay, so we'll give this just a minute. Now I want the details in my template, and since it's going to break it up like this, I'm just going to come into the template before we get started and I'm going to make 3 taskbars. So I'm going to do, I'm going to change this to task title, because why not? And then I'm going to change this to details, just so it doesn't mess with me. Okay. Then I'm going to come back here and it should be almost done. Just let it keep going. Okay, so then I'm going to copy and paste this over. Right, here we go. Into a spreadsheet. Okay, and you can pretty this up if you want to. I am going to get rid of this. And I'm going to go down here like this and change this up just a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of these because I don't like that. And then this should be weekly, not week 1. And this should be monthly. And then I'm going to add those because that's what I want it to say. Remember, each column is a text bar. Okay. There we go. So I don't need to make these pretty. I'm going to leave this just like this. So the next step is to download this as a CSV. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to download as a CSV. And then we're going to go to our template that's ready to go. And I'm going to go to bulk create. If you've not used it before, you're going to find it under apps. You're going to go bulk create. And then you're going to upload the CSV that you just created. Okay, so I'm going to upload that. Okay, and so here's where the magic begins. I have my 3 areas, and I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to right-click on the task frequency, or the task title, sorry, and I'm going to come down to connect data. Okay, so this is my task title, so I'm going to collect the task here because that's how it's labeled on my thing. Then I'm going to go to details and do the same thing. And if you right click and you don't get this menu, but you get this one right here, oops, this right here, you can click these 3 dots and you can find the same thing, connect data. And this is the details. And then down under here is the frequency. So I'm going to right click on that, connect data, and push that right there. So you can tell it's working because the brackets are all right here. Right? So then once you feel that that's ready and done, you've got all your text box, you're going to hit continue. It gives you everything on here. And I am going to say, generate 24 pages. All right, guys. And then all you have to do is go in here and make this pretty. So it might take a little bit of time to make these pretty, but I have 24, sorry, I don't know where 12 came from, but 12 each of these. So let's just download one of these. I'm going to just download the 11, and I'm going to show you how I would do this. So normally I would download all of them, and I would bring them up into my Google Drive. But I'm just going to do one in the interest of time. Download. Oops. And I saved it as a video because I'm super cool like that. Hold on one second. We're going to download, change the type to the JPEG type. That's what I'm going to use because this is just a graphic. The current page is still selected, and then download. Then I'm going to go here, and the one thing I didn't open at the beginning was my drive. Okay, and then I'm going to bring up, let's do my social media. Hold on one second. I should have had that ready for you. There it is. Okay, and I'm gonna just bring that one folder up so you can see how this goes. So I upload it in. So normally I would organize my content by content type. That's how I do it. Some people like to do it by month. I do it by content type, and then I organize it out on my Google Calendar, and this is how I do that. So I've got the Google Calendar ready to go, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to come in, let's just pick, these are all reels and stuff. I just want to show you how this is going to work. So this is my reminder, and I've got quite a few in here. So let's do Saturday, because Saturday doesn't have one. I'm going to make a duplicate of this, just so you can see how this goes, and I'm going to put it in, here we go. Okay, this is going to be the tip that I just created. So I'm going to open it up, and it is going to be a reminder. All right, and once I've got this stuff in here, I change it to pink. That's how I know that the content's ready to go. So the first thing I want to do is I want to insert that graphic. So I'm just going to put a click here, and I'm going to do the link, and then of course I need the link. So I'll go to my drive where I uploaded it, and I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to go share and copy link. Guys, you can also attach this. Hold on one second. So I copy the link, and then I hit tab, and it is attached to my task. You can also use the attachment button here if you want to. I like having the link that goes to the Google Drive. Just, it makes me feel good knowing where everything is organized. It is an extra step. You do what's best for you. This is what works for me. Then underneath that, I'm going to put a caption. And so I would go to my spreadsheet, or the bulk right here is spend time brainstorming content. I'm going to take that idea, and I'm going to go back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to say thank you, because I have to, I can't help it. And I'm going to say, can you write a caption to go along with this reminder? And I'm going to plug it in here, and it's going to give me something. So let's scroll down here. I actually really like this one. I'm going to ask it to add, love this. Can you add a call to action? Oops, if I can spell it. Inviting the audience to, so let's assume we're putting this on my social media, and I want them to become a part of the Plandippity doers. I'm gonna update Plandippity doers. And accountability. All right, let's see what it comes up with now. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to take this, I'm going to leave that first emoji out, and then I'm going to go back to my calendar, and I'm going to plug it in here. Okay, so now let's assume this is next month. Actually, let's just make it for next month. We'll put it here. Okay, so now I cannot schedule this that far out on Meta, and that's what I use. So I've got it in here, and you can do this for as far out as you want to go with the Google Calendar. And so if you do a whole year's worth of content, and then you forget what your idea was behind it, it's not very useful. So by doing it this way, you can get your content created, put your captions together, and then I change it from here to there to pink, and I'm gonna just put this event. And if we go, silly me, okay, you can see that it is pink right here. I know that that means my content is ready to be scheduled. When I go in, I will schedule it, and then I put a little check mark right here. generally. I'm screen recording, so I can't get to my emojis at the moment. But I would put a check mark here once it's scheduled to let me know that I've already done it. And if it don't see a check mark and it's almost that time, it's on my Google Calendar, which means I can get to it really easily from my phone, from my computer, and then post it so that I don't miss it, which helps me be consistent. So that is the demo of the Effortless Content Creation System. What questions do you have?